afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this Wednesday. I don't know about you, but I'm really tired of this fog.
Oh, I know. We're in that in-between thing, but tomorrow it's going to feel like spring.
Let's bring it.
And speaking of, a little later this hour, we're going to be taking your plant questions for Lisa Briggs from the WISC Company. So if you have any questions, a lot of people are thinking, oh, my flowers are coming up too soon.
We're getting panicky about that.
Send your questions to tips@channel3000.com, and Lisa will answer your questions in just a little bit.
All right, now here is what's making news on this Wednesday. Wisconsin voters indicate it is going to be an extremely tight presidential race in the state if it's a Biden-Trump matchup.
A new airline takes off from the Dane County Airport for the first time today.
And another hat is thrown into the race for people hoping to become the next Dane County executive.
Let's take a look outside today. Lost the sun, but still very mild. Yep, the big thaw continues, and tomorrow is going to feel like a spring day in February. Mild weather and maybe a little rain, too.
We'll take what we can get here. Jacob Montesano's in the backyard patio with a look at our first warn forecast. Hi, Jacob.
Hi, Charlotte. Yeah, we are going to see that rain, but we also are going to see extremely mild temperatures. Now, here's a look at the current conditions. Still seeing plenty of cloud cover, but the temperatures are mild. Right now, a current temperature of 43 degrees. And for much of Dane County, we are in the middle 40s. How about 48 in Edgerton? And parts of our area have gotten close to 50. Not sure if any individual location has gotten to 50, but we've been pretty close. Upper 40s in Janesville, also in the western half of our area. Now, I want to talk about the low temperatures from this morning simply because these are close to the average high temperature that we normally see this time of year, and we're seeing them as low temperatures. Now, it's going to be about 5 to 10 degrees warmer than this tonight, and we could be seeing a new record warm low tonight. Now, we're not really seeing a ton on radar. There are a few light sprinkles developing for the western half of our area. That's typical with very cloudy skies, but the bulk of the rain will come tomorrow. And yes, it's February. We have a chance for some severe weather. There is a marginal risk for the southern half of our area. And if we take a look at the hail probability, we have around a 5% chance of hail within 25 miles of each individual location in the red. And that's also the case for the wind. And yes, there is a very, very small chance that we could see an isolated tornado. Now, we've never had a tornado in the month of February in Wisconsin, so this may be something to keep an eye on. Now, the chances are very, very low, but not zero. Now, here's a look at the forecast for tonight. We'll see lows right around 40 with plenty of cloud cover, and the rain will enter after sunrise tomorrow. And I'll take you through the timing on that coming up a little bit later.
All right, Jacob, we'll see you in just a little bit. First at 4, a Marquette Law School poll released this afternoon shows the race for president in the state is a virtual dead heat.
And the poll shows President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump have a lot of work to do when it comes to persuading voters before November. Eric Franke is in the newsroom with poll details. Eric?
Bottom line, Charlotte and Susan, neither of the two frontrunners are doing much to separate themselves. A virtual tie, much like 2020, when about 20,000 votes, of course, decided Wisconsin. Among 930 Wisconsin registered voters polled, it is a dead heat, 49 apiece, though among likely voters, when you shift to that, Donald Trump with a 1-point lead. Now, in a hypothetical Nikki Haley matchup against President Biden, the former South Carolina governor has a sizable lead in Wisconsin, 57 to 41. Now, the problem for Haley, though, is that among Republican primary voters, she trails Trump big in Wisconsin, 64 to 22. A long way to go before Election Day, but past polling indicates people tend not to change their minds much these days.
When Trump was impeached for the first time, we did extra polling in that period to try to track its effect. The upshot was it had virtually no effect whatsoever when he was first impeached. That's a good example of why your supporters stick with you no matter what the news is, and your opponents believe you were bad before they got the decision.
Well, there are also some interesting numbers. Only 49% say they are enthusiastic about voting. It was about 70% at this time back in 2020. And third-party candidates definitely could impact things in Wisconsin. In one hypothetical 5-candidate race, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. actually picked up a very high 16% of the vote. And we want to mention Charles will actually join us tomorrow on Live at 4. Be talking a lot more about these numbers. Charlotte, Susan.
Eric, thank you. The state Senate Majority Leader is floating the possibility that the legislature will pass new legislative maps the governor had proposed. That suggests that Senator Devin LeMahieu and other Republicans are worried about other alternatives the liberal-controlled Supreme Court could order. But Governor Evers voiced skepticism about LeMahieu's comments. He told reporters, quote, "I'll believe it when I see it." There is another candidate running for Dane County Executive. County Board Supervisor Dana Pellebon announced this morning she is joining the list of candidates to replace outgoing Dane County Executive Joe Parisi. Pellebon listed areas in the county that need improvement, including more affordable housing. Pellebon has previously served as Director of Housing and Operations at Porchlight. She is currently the Executive Director of Dane County's RCC Sexual Violence Resource Center. Well, low-cost airline Breeze flew its first flight out of Madison today, adding to the options that travelers have here.
Our Kyle Pozorski was there and shares how the airport hopes the addition takes off like a breeze.
It doesn't happen that often, and that's why Dane County Regional Airport officials say they're excited to add Breeze to their lineup. Airport Director Kim Jones welcomed passengers on board the first of Breeze's new nonstop route options on Wednesday.
The team here at the airport worked diligently to try to bring new service to the airport as often as we can and for the community.
Jones, along with Steve Sy, the airline's airport and guest services director, spoke about the rarity of bringing a new airline to Madison. We caught up with Sy afterwards to get a feel for the airline's arrival to MSN.
The great indication today is that you can see the boarding area. We've got quite a few guests. It's a pretty full flight for us for day one, so it's awesome.
Passengers got their share of day one excitement, being given tropical mocktails, destination guides, and gifts, all living up to the Breeze tagline of seriously nice. In total, Breeze will be offering 3 nonstop route options. The first, of course, was today's to Tampa. Then next week, they'll offer some to Orlando. Then in May, they'll offer more to Los Angeles. Reporting in Madison, Kyle Pozorski, News 3 Now.
If you're looking to earn a degree online at one of the 13 public universities in the state of Wisconsin, it just got a whole lot easier for you. UW has rolled out a new one-stop shop website that provides access to information about every fully online degree program being offered at UW universities. That means anyone in the state of Wisconsin or outside it will be able to access more than 200 fully online programs.
We anticipate that online.wisconsin.edu will be especially appealing to adult learners, and then those traditional aid students who, for whatever reason, need educational alternatives that are different from the traditional classroom.
If you'd like to check out the new website, the URL is online.wisconsin.edu.
A new bill could give more children in Wisconsin access to books. It would require the Department of Children and Families to make a grant program providing free books to kids 5 and under. The DCF would be able to give no more than $10,000 to nonprofits to reimburse half of the cost of the books. Those organizations would be giving out the free books in partnership with a national reading program.
Today, House Republicans are vowing to take another swing at impeaching Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas over the Biden administration's handling of the southern border after a vote last night failed. In a surprising move, a handful of Republicans joined Democrats for a defeat on the floor last night. Democrat Al Green of Texas showed up to vote despite a serious medical issue. He spoke with CBS News from his hospital bed.
I went there to help a good man keep his reputation. What they did was wrong.
Democrats continue to accuse Republicans of playing politics with the border. In the Senate, lawmakers face their own border standoff after a bipartisan deal failed today. The bill would have cracked down on illegal border crossings. It also included humanitarian assistance for Gaza and Ukraine. That's not popular with conservatives. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer signaled he will split up the bill for a vote on aid for Ukraine and Israel.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken is back in the Middle East, meeting with Israeli and Palestinian leaders in hopes of resolving the conflict. 4 months ago, Hamas launched its brutal attack on Israel, killing more than 1,200 people. Blinken met today with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. There is growing urgency for a deal as Israel has confirmed 31 more hostages have died in captivity, leaving families in limbo.
To say that every night I go to sleep and I think about my father. Every time I put a blanket on my shoulders, I think of his cold shoulders.
Blinken also held talks with Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas. 4 months of war has reduced Gaza to rubble. More than 27,000 Palestinians have been killed. That's according to the Hamas-run Ministry of Health. Hamas has presented a 3-phase plan to stop the fighting, free hostages in exchange for Palestinian prisoners, and to have Israel pull its troops out of Gaza.
The first official report on the Boeing 737 MAX 9 jet that lost a door panel in mid-flight says 4 crucial bolts on the panel were apparently not installed. A loud bang echoed through the plane as the door panel blew off this Alaska Airlines 737 MAX 9 last month. It happened with such force it slammed the captain's head into a display 26 rows away in the cockpit. In a statement, the CEO of Boeing said the company is accountable for what happened and is implementing a comprehensive plan to strengthen quality.
The current system is not working. The events of January 5th, it really created 2 issues for us. One, what's wrong with this airplane? But 2, what's going on with the production at Boeing?
FAA officials say the Alaska Airlines plane may have completed more than 150 flights before the panel blew out last month.
The Environmental Protection Agency has finalized a stronger air quality standard that will better protect people from fine particle pollution, also known as soot. The current standard limits the average annual amount of fine particle pollution to 12 micrograms per cubic meter of air. The EPA is reducing that limit to 9, but that is not enough, according to the World Health Organization, which recommends a limit of 5 micrograms. Some industry groups describe the new standard as burdensome and difficult to meet. The head of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce says tightening the soot standard threatens economic growth around the nation.
A second round of flu activity is spreading across the country. More than 16% of clinical lab samples tested positive for the flu for the week ending January 27th. That is according to the CDC, and that is up nearly 2% from the week before. Half of Americans have not had a flu shot, which health experts say could help prevent severe illness or even death.
These respiratory viruses like to plague us through February into March, and then that's when they really begin to recede. Not enough people really took the vaccine, and I would hope that people have a belated New Year's resolution to this fall, when we get into September and October, to get that flu vaccine, because it does help keep you out of the hospital.
The CDC says at least 20 million Americans have gotten the flu since October.
Well, another winter staple in Wisconsin is getting underway in the 608. We're talking about the UW Winter Carnival. But like many other events lately, the Wisconsin Union is having to modify the Winter Carnival lineup in light of a low amount of snow, thinning ice, and warmer than usual conditions. While events taking place on the ice are being canceled or moved, the union is excited to still have more than a dozen events that community members can enjoy. And that includes seeing this, the inflatable head of the Statue of Liberty, but it will be in a new location this year, not on the ice, on Library Mall.
It's a little bit warmer than I think we all expected it to be, second week of February, but some of the events are staying the same. We're pivoting a few, and I'm excited for some of the new changes.
This marks the 84th year the Wisconsin Union team has hosted Winter Carnival. The team works with UW-Madison students and community partners to make the Winter Celebration Series possible. For a schedule of events happening this week, just click on the link on this story on channel3000.com.
A look at the latest Super Bowl poll. Which team is favored by the fans?
And then we head to Middleton, where a Wisconsin and NFL alum is opening a new facility to help youngsters attain their dreams. That's when Live at 4 continues.
Now at Menards, score big savings on everything before the big game. Check out our great selection of quality appliances. We offer the lowest prices with the largest in-stock appliance selection. Ready to take home today. Get this Criterion upright freezer for just $598. We're your one-stop shop before the big game. Stock up on Brewpub lots and lots of pizzas. Loaded with award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese and high-quality toppings. Right now, get 2 for $11.
Save big money at Menards.
Want to instantly look more attractive, years younger, and even healthier? The solution is whiter teeth. Even teeth that are just a little yellow are a problem. They rob your appearance, make you look older, and can hurt your confidence. But you love coffee and tea, maybe even wine or smoking, and all of them stain your teeth and make them yellow. It's time you discovered Power Swabs, the fast 5-minute revolutionary treatment.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised. My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." So from that point on, I've been sold.
My absolute favorite thing was how easy it was. It takes literally less than 5 minutes.
Power Swabs has made a really big difference in lifting the stains and making my smile more beautiful.
Power Swabs are guaranteed to whiten your teeth up to 2 shades after the first application. And after 5-minute daily treatments for the next week, your teeth will be an average of 6 shades whiter. Plus, unlike other whitening methods, Power Swabs will whiten natural teeth and remove stains from veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns. Power Swabs are easier on your gums and cause less sensitivity.
I've used strips and trays, and they both gave me really sensitive teeth. With the Power Swabs, I've been using them for a week and nothing. I had hot coffee this morning and ice cream last night and no problems.
It's time to discover what you've been missing. Now, it's your turn to get started with Power Swabs.
I like my smile. I like my smile after finishing the Power Swabs.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
Call, go online, or scan the code on your screen right now to receive 50% off this Valentine's Day. You'll also receive the Power Swabs Stain Out Quick Stick, absolutely free. And in addition, you will also get free shipping. Order right now and take the Power Swabs 5-minute challenge. If your teeth aren't a full 2 shades whiter after your first application, simply return it and you'll get your money back.
Your logo can identify your company, inspire your customers, and energize your team. We're 4imprint, and we can help your logo create moments that matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain. Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2024. Vote for the Best of Madison online today, including Roth Cheese for Best Cheese Producer. Vote for Roth Cheese and all your favorites on MadisonMagazine.com.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Welcome back, everyone. The Badger men's basketball team is looking to snap their 2-game skid. The last time the Badgers had a 2-game losing streak this season, they were able to rattle off 6 straight wins.
But it will be really easier said than done, right? The Badgers will be on the road this week, and playing away from the Kohl Center isn't easy in the Big Ten. Their first pit stop coming in Ann Arbor tonight to face off against Michigan, and then they will face off against Rutgers on Saturday. These are 2 teams who are struggling this year, sitting at the bottom of the standings in the Big Ten. On this week's taping of the Wisconsin Huddle, sophomore guard Connor Esijan joins sports director Zach Hanley to talk about the difficulty of these road Big Ten matchups.
Going on the road in the Big Ten is never easy. So to see the way we bounce back this week, being on the road after having those 2 back-to-back losses is going to be huge for us.
Tip-off tonight against the Michigan Wolverines is at 6 o'clock, and you can see the Wisconsin Huddle show Friday nights at 6:30, right after News 3 Now at 6.
We are now just 4 days away from the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers taking the field in Las Vegas for Super Bowl 58. A new CBS News poll finds 25% of Americans are rooting for the Chiefs to win. 22% want the 49ers to come out on top. But a majority of those polled, 53%, actually say it doesn't matter who wins the game. CBS Sports NFL Today host James Brown will be there Sunday, hosting his record 12th Super Bowl.
I don't pick because players, coaches, fan bases, they take it seriously. I have respect for those who are in the fraternity of players and coaches. All we're praying for at CBS is a competitive game. It's a great matchup on paper, but as the old expression goes, they don't play the game on paper. Let's see it on the field, but we've got the opportunity for a superb matchup.
The CBS News poll also asked football fans and non-fans what they're most excited about. A majority of football fans said watching the game, of course, while most non-football fans said they're most excited about the commercials.
Well, the rally continues on Wall Street. The Dow Industrials gained 156 points. The Nasdaq goes up 147, and the S&P gained almost 41.
It is a big week for football, of course, with the Super Bowl coming up on Sunday. And a local company is helping young athletes continue to chase their own Super Bowl dreams.
Former Badgers and NFL alums Ryan Groy and Joe Thomas, along with their college strength coach Brian Bott, are opening a location in Middleton dedicated to helping young athletes. And Ryan joins us now live from Middleton, where they are hosting an open house tonight. Ryan, thank you so much for being with us this afternoon.
Of course. Thanks for having me on.
So, Ryan, we have profiled Sports Advantage in the past, and you now get to bring it to your hometown. So how cool is that for you to be able to work with young athletes from your hometown of Middleton?
It's amazing. You know, I'm excited for every athlete that's going to get the opportunity. You know, at the end of the day, it's where I grew up, and I have a lot of pride here, and I'm excited for the community to grow and continue to get better in whatever their goals are and their sports are.
Well, you have really walked the walk. You've been a Badger, you've been in the NFL. So what is it like for you to work with these young athletes? What does it mean to you personally to be able to pay it forward for them? You know better than anyone what it's like to pursue a dream like this.
Absolutely. I mean, it's endless fun, really. Like, you know, going with the guys out and, you know, coaching football and, you know, working with them, it's more fulfilling than I ever thought it would be, truly. And I'm excited for those guys and other kids in sports to, you know, better themselves in here as well as on the field.
So, Ryan, it's not just football. You guys are training both young male and female athletes in many sports, and a principle of it is strength training, but also keeping them healthy, active, and also injury prevention. Do I have that right?
Absolutely. Yeah. At the end of the day, we are not sport specific. You know, we are building athletes, and we are training preventative injury more than anything. So, yeah, at the end of the day, we're building a total athlete.
So, of course, the big game is this weekend. It's the Super Bowl. How do you see, as an alum of the NFL yourself, how do you see this game shaping up?
Well, I mean, I think it's going to be a good game. I really do. There's two powerhouse teams that, you know, I think it's going to be Patrick Mahomes winning again, but I wish it was the other way around.
Well, I guess time will tell.
Yeah. And you're coaching now,
Yep.
I understand, with Middleton High School football. Is that right?
That's correct. Yep. I coach offensive line at Middleton.
Wow.
Well, welcome home.
Yeah, and
Thank you.
congratulations on the open house in Middleton. Sports Advantage is a great asset to kids who want to play sports.
Thank you very
and
much.
It's great to have a chance to talk to you, too. Thanks for joining us today.
Of course. Thank you.
Well, we got Sports Advantage. They're going to be holding that open house. That's tonight at 6 o'clock at 8210 Forsythia Street. That is in Middleton. You can head over there if you would like to learn more. Several former NFL athletes will be there as well. So go to sportsadvantage.com for more information.
Well, we know the Super Bowl is a huge event. You've got the game, you've got the commercials, and then, of course, there is the food.
And even with prices on the rise, it is not stopping people from putting on a spread this weekend. We'll share that story with you later on Live at 4.
My name is Adrienne, and I was hurt in a car accident. What Gruber Law Office has done for me was made me feel safe. It didn't cost me anything, just one call, that's all.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
Another year of yo-yo dieting? Not this year. Hit reset and make a permanent change with permanent fat removal by Sono Bello.
With Sono Bello, day one, all my unwanted body fat gone.
These are my favorite pair of jeans that I couldn't even button up.
Look how flat my stomach is. I couldn't believe it was just gone.
I saw the results immediately.
And this is the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
Real women everywhere are transforming their bodies permanently. Sono Bello is not a fad diet or boot camp workout. It's a simple, proven way to remove stubborn body fat permanently and in just one visit.
I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
If you are looking for physical results and positive emotional results, please run, don't walk to your nearest Sono Bello.
Ready to hit reset? Find out how you can save $250 off instantly. Call now or go to sonobello.com.
Have you ever experienced this view? Hi, Andrew Larson here. With Gutter Shutter, you'll never have to experience it again. Please give up this dangerous chore and protect your home's foundation with Gutter Shutter, the strongest, most durable, maintenance-free gutter on the market. Over the past 15 years, my team has installed thousands of maintenance-free gutter systems across South Central Wisconsin. We'd love to come out and show you what Gutter Shutter can do for you and your home, but most importantly, keep you safe and off that ladder. So call today for a free estimate.
I love that my daughter still needs me, but sometimes I can't help due to burning and stabbing pain in my hands. So I use Nervive.
Nervive's clinical dose of ALA reduces nerve discomfort in as little as 14 days.
Now I can help again. Feel the difference with Nervive.
Fishing isn't as hard as it looks. Just get Arby's to spread some tartar sauce on a toasted bun. And bam! You've reeled in 2 crispy fish. Arby's, we have the meat.
Trains are coming to Madison, in miniature that is, at the 56th Mad City Model Railroad Show, February 17th and 18th at the Alliant Energy Center. Get caught up in 100,000 square feet of trains, clinics, and exhibits, with 300 vendor tables featuring train merchandise, toys, hobby supplies, railroad antiques, collectibles, and much more. Many door prizes and 4 train sets will be given away each day. It's a great entertainment value for the whole family, Saturday and Sunday, February 17th and 18th at the Alliant Energy Center. Save online.
Gruber Law Office. One call, that's all.
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 Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
Take a look at this. Here's someone who clearly did not get the message. According to Florida authorities, this truck driver ignored clearly marked beach access signs reading, "Do not enter." The beach was closed, folks. Instead, he took his pickup for a surf and safari. County deputies stood back and watched the bizarre beach joyride, then promptly arrested the man who told them it's not his fault, quote, "the truck don't surf." I'm not kidding, that's how he sounded too. The deputies had their own observations about the surreal seaside situation, saying, quote, "That'll make the Facebook page today."
You think so?
And it sure did.
And then they have to take the dolphins out of the bed of the truck and whatever else.
Yeah, he just kept going up, yeah.
Oh
he was
God.
just having his own good time.
That's something we don't see in Wisconsin.
Right, that's probably a good thing.
Yes, that is a very good thing. So tomorrow it's going to feel like spring.
Yeah, and we have plenty of rain, possibly some severe weather, if you can believe it.
Really?
Of the full forecast coming up after the break.
Donate blood at Stoughton Health's upcoming blood drive on February 16th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. The event will be hosted at our Community Health and Wellness Center. Sign up online at bloodcenter.org.
A logo can do more than identify your company. It can connect in meaningful ways, energize your team, and inspire your customers. We're 4imprint, and we know your logo on the right product can create moments that matter. With 30 years of experience and thousands of products to choose from, we guarantee your order will be right the first time, on time, and for a great price. Be certain that the right moments will matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
This is me, and this was my stubborn body fat.
My name's Adrian, and Sono Bello changed my life.
Sono Bello is America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit.
After having 2 kids, my body, it changed a lot. I tried everything to lose the fat, but nothing seemed to work.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, back, chin, and more.
I've seen such dramatic results. My tummy is gone, my double chin is gone, and my hourglass shape is back. This was the mommy makeover that I deserved.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-888-357-3263 or go to sonobello.com.
Can your roof handle our Wisconsin winters? If you're tired of repairing leaks and replacing shingles after each storm, call us, the metal experts at Sweeto Metal Roofing.
Sweeto Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
The Friends of the Middleton Performing Arts Center present Remembering Bobby V, a joyful multimedia show celebrating the Midwest's very own Bobby V and performed by his family. One night only, Saturday, February 17th. Tickets on sale at friendspac.org.
The acid reflux felt like just the worst burning in your throat that you can imagine. It's almost like a fire in your throat. The LISC procedure was one of the best decisions I've made. It has changed my life, and the burning is gone.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Hello everyone, here's a look at the 3 things you need to know for the rest of this week. We're going to continue to see very mild temperatures, and we'll be right around the record high temperature through Friday. But then for tomorrow, on top of the mild weather, we are going to see some storms. Now, a few of those storms could be severe, but the severe weather threat is very low. But considering it's February, we don't normally see severe weather, so the fact that there even is a chance of severe weather is surprising nonetheless. Now, we are going to see cooler weather by the weekend. Temperatures will be closer to average. Going to see highs back in the 30s, and then we'll be back near average by this time next week. Now, looking at the current radar, just a few light showers. Honestly, I'm not sure how much of that's actually reaching the ground, but for the most part, we're not seeing a ton of precipitation across our area right now. But we do have a marginal risk for severe weather for pretty much the southern half of our area, up near the Dells and further north. Not seeing that severe weather risk quite as much. And as I mentioned earlier, there is a very, very small chance we could see an isolated tornado. Now, there hasn't been a tornado in the month of February in Wisconsin ever. So this is definitely noteworthy, because if we even get a very tiny F0 tornado, it would be the first ever in the month of February. So now we have had some in January, but just not this month. Now, if we take a look at the forecast, throughout the night, we're going to remain cloudy, still relatively dry, but then the showers and storms will move into the western half of our area during the morning and impact the rest of our region during the late morning into the early afternoon. Now, a good chunk of the afternoon will actually be relatively dry before another round of possible storms moves into our area during the evening. It looks like the first round may be a bit stronger than the second, but in both cases we could see some pockets of heavy rainfall, and it should clear out by the late evening, certainly by the time we get to Friday morning. Now, looking at the precipitation forecast, a lot of this is subject to change. It all depends on where some of the stronger storms form, but we'll see at most around a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch. We're not going to see a ton of rainfall, as it's only going to last for a brief period. It looks like we'll see 2 rounds of the storms, and a lot of these will be isolated compared to where those storms form. Now, on top of the rain, we also are going to see some windy weather. During the morning hours, we'll see gusts up to 35, but then they're likely going to approach possibly 40 miles per hour by the time we get to the afternoon. So on top of the rain, it's going to be mild and it's going to be windy. It's just going to kind of be a little bit of everything tomorrow. And then as we get towards Friday morning, we are going to see the winds die down just a bit. Now, after tomorrow, we're going to be quiet going forward, but the temperatures are going to be a lot colder compared to now, but still a little bit above average. Here's the normal high. We'll be right around that by the time we get to the end of next week, but through the weekend and the first half of next week, we're still going to be above that. Now, It's going to be very quiet starting Friday and continuing through all of next week. It's just tomorrow we're going to see near record highs, possible severe weather, and very gusty winds. Now, none of them are to the point where we need to issue an alert day. That's why we don't have the alert day. But it's just kind of crazy that tomorrow we have 3 different, kind of unusual weather happening, and then we're going to see complete calmness the rest of the 10-day forecast. So, yeah, tomorrow, I'm sure people will take the windy weather for the 50s. And like I said, chance of severe weather, very small chance. But if we just get one teeny tiny tornado, that'd be the first ever in the month of February for Wisconsin.
Let's not do that.
Yeah.
I mean, if there is a tornado, it's going to be very, very small. But again, very small chance. But nonetheless, it's there.
How crazy.
Not zero.
In early February. Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jacob. A reminder to get your plant and garden questions in.
Lisa Briggs will be answering those later in this newscast. All you have to do is email them to tips@channel3000.com.
Tokyo is feeling the Taylor Swift effect.
Oh, are they ever? It is the latest stop on her record-breaking Eras tour, which reportedly brought in more than $1 billion last year, making it the first concert tour in history to cross that mark. Hours before her concert started, thousands of people were seen heading to the Tokyo Dome. The last time Swift performed in Tokyo was back in 2018, and fans who are Swift deprived are making an effort to see her in concert.
I am planning to go to 4 more countries, 8 cities, maybe 15 shows. Yeah.
What? Wow. The Swifties have calculated, and if all goes according to plan, Taylor should be able to make it, to be able to get to Vegas to see her boyfriend, Travis Kelce, take on the San Francisco 49ers at the Super Bowl.
For all of you who are betting on that.
Yeah.
Over 1,500 local kids helped kick off the interactive Super Bowl experience today in Las Vegas.
And it's all part of the NFL's initiative to promote exercise and a healthy lifestyle at an early age. Danya Backus was there.
1, 2, 3.
It's all about the kids at the Super Bowl experience in Las Vegas.
It's really cool, fun. It's a good place to come if you're new to football and stuff.
Play 60 is a special session of the Super Bowl experience to promote exercise and a healthy lifestyle for kids.
So NFL Play 60 is our youth health and wellness initiative to get kids active for 60 minutes a day.
But for many of the future stars here, today was their Super Bowl. There were plenty of passes caught, a few misses, and even a touchdown or two.
It was very fun, and I don't want it to stop.
13-year-old Nikita Wilkes had never played football before.
It was a little tricky, but it was really fun, so I'm trying new things.
This is one of the most popular activities here. Kids get the chance to do running, catching, and tackling drills, and they even do it with some NFL players. What do you like about the game of football?
That you get a tackle.
There's also another perk for many students here today.
Are you missing a day of school to be here?
Yes.
I'm sure that's pretty fun too.
Yeah, that's real fun.
The Super Bowl experience opens to the general public Wednesday, giving fans of all ages a chance to score. Danya Backus, CBS News, Las Vegas.
2 minutes remaining.
I love it. I love that it's boys and girls, too.
I know, it's a great combo. So what Americans are planning to eat on Super Bowl Sunday? That's next.
And then coming up next hour at 5, why the state's attorney general is asking the federal government to keep money flowing for victim services organizations. We'll have that story at the top of the hour.
Welcome into Buzzed into Madison. Today we are showing you how to throw the most spectacular party, because look at this woman. She knows how to throw a party. This is Shelly from Pretzilla. And I mean, you flew in special from Texas to do this. We're so happy you're here. So Pretzilla, you know you love this brand. It's the iconic blue and brown bag. It's a staple in our house. And tell us how you can really make hosting a party so easy with these items.
All right, so we did a charcuterie board, and we did it in 3 different ways. We have the plain bite, we have a chocolate covered, which is always unique and fabulous, a charcuterie on a stick, and then we go over to the ones that the spreads. We've got some marinara, some buffalo dip, some nacho cheese. You know that's a favorite.
Yes.
Ground mustard. Everybody does cheese and mustard, but I like it a little different. I'm going to go for the sweet. I like caramel and chocolate.
Oh my gosh, there are so many different ways to do this.
So many ways.
All right, now these are so good all on their own, but if you want to take the Pretzilla game up a notch, you put them in the oven.
Yes, ma'am. 355 minutes.
All right.
They're super easy to prepare. And if you have a fryer, deep fry those bad boys for 30 seconds.
Can you tell she's from the South? She flew up special for this segment from Texas. Shelly, where can we find Pretzilla?
You can find it in your local retail stores. So we have Woodman's, we have Hy-Vee, we have Whole Foods, and we also have Walmart.
That's what I was going to say. I know I've seen it at Walmart.
Yes, ma'am.
So many great options, and appetizers are perfect. It's so easy for the host because I feel like the host can still enjoy the party. It's like, here you go, serve yourself.
That's
right?
Completely correct.
And it's almost game time, girls, so grab a bite.
Here we
Cheers.
go. Cheers. Thanks,
Go
Emmy.
Team Pretzilla.
Pretzilla.
I'm Emmy Fink, and you're buzzed into Madison.
Now is the best time to buy new Champion windows, because when you buy two, you get two free.
Hurry, Champion's Buy Two, Get Two free sale is for a limited time.
That's a great deal. Thanks.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
Interested in an electric vehicle? Bergstrom has the largest selection of electric vehicles and a team you can trust. Buy with confidence and complete peace of mind from Wisconsin's #1 automotive retailer. Bergstrom Automotive, driven to deliver gas, hybrid, or electric.
New at 5, Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul urges Congress to approve crucial funding for crime victim services. Find out why this funding is essential and what it means for communities nationwide.
We'll have a taste of spring tomorrow with near record temperatures along with some afternoon and evenings showers and thunderstorms. Friday will still be very mild, but will turn a little colder for the weekend. At 5, I'll track the thunderstorm chances.
And ahead at 6, get ready to jet set with Breeze Airways. Kyle Pozorski checking out the new service in Dane County. Discover the possibilities of this new low-cost carrier tonight at 6.
Here's our daily picture from Las Vegas.
The sphere is still there.
Looks pretty cool. The rain is gone.
Thank
Look,
goodness.
the sun came out, but it's still chilly in Vegas. 56 degrees today. Super Bowl Sunday is second only to Thanksgiving when it comes to the amount of food that we all eat.
Food prices are higher this year, but that is not expected to slow down business at grocery stores and at restaurants. Michael George explains.
As the Chiefs and 49ers prepare for Sunday, so does the offensive line of America's restaurants.
We call it our game day. We call it our big Super Bowl day.
Super Bowl Sunday is one of Domino's busiest days of the year, selling on average 2 million pizzas. Franchisee Giovanni Gera says they've been preparing for 2 weeks.
It's all hands on deck. Down to our office staff. You'll find our office team members working in a store that day.
Whether you're placing an order or cooking at home, inflation has pushed up most food prices. The latest government numbers show dining out is up more than 5%. The grocery store isn't as bad, and one fan favorite is actually cheaper.
Wings are down.
Wells Fargo economist Michael Swanson says fresh chicken wings at the store are down 5%, and the frozen variety are 11% cheaper than last year. That's good news, with Americans expected to eat nearly 1.5 billion wings this week.
We see a continued improvement in the poultry sector, and that's really helped with the price of wings.
Chips will cost about 5% more, while guacamole prices are about the same as a year ago. And Swanson says it's always a good idea to shop for deals.
Supermarkets are aggressively trying to get people into their store.
We do very well.
Gera says with football viewership smashing records, they expect pizza orders Sunday may do the same.
When it's a big game this year, Kansas City, San Francisco, it's going to be a big day across the board.
An all-out blitz to keep football fans fed. Michael George, CBS News, New Rochelle, New York.
Domino's says America's most popular pizza topping on game day is the classic pepperoni.
Now we're hungry.
Yeah, I know.
Well, with hopes of spring not that far off, Lisa Briggs is here today to answer your plant and garden questions. Here she is.
You can email those right now to tips@channel3000.com. She will answer those questions right after this break.
Ashley's President's Day sale starts now. Get up to 10 Benjamins in savings without a single Washington down. And save $700 instantly on this 6-piece sectional. Plus 5 years special financing with low monthly payments. Only at Ashley.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
This Valentine's Day is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
These are the faces that smile so wide at the friends and staff who are by their side, where life is lived with a feeling of pride on every bump of life's great ride that comes from the care that sweetens the air that lives in the house that angels built. Attic Angel Community, independent homes and 4 levels of assisted living built with the help of angels.
News 3 Now and Vortex presents Spirit of Service, honoring those who've made a real difference in our community.
Do you know a veteran whose actions have been a positive force in the area? If so, nominate them for the Spirit of Service Award.
Log on to channel3000.com, nominate a veteran, and tell us why they're a pillar in our community. A winner will be selected on March 11th.
Help us celebrate our hometown heroes.
The Spirit of Service Award, presented by Vortex. Score huge savings on Menards' great selection of ceiling fans. Menards carries a huge variety of ceiling fans that add elegance to any room. Find your style with this Patriot Lighting Abner LED ceiling fan. It's just $84.99. Ceiling fans also help save on energy costs year-round. Hunter fans create the perfect look for your spaces. Right now, this Hunter Quiet Breeze LED ceiling fan is just $89.99 at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Ashley's biggest President's Day sale starts now. Get the best mattress deals ever while they last. Save up to $1,100 on adjustable mattress sets, plus 5 years special financing with no money down. Don't miss it. Only at Ashley.
It's time now for your first warn traffic. Overall, pretty good out there right now. There's a brief slowdown on the eastbound Beltline as you're approaching 51, but other than that, a lot of the main roads look pretty green at this hour. Zooming in closer to the downtown area, a few slowdowns around campus, also on Mineral Point Road as you're heading towards Madison, but you know, nothing over dramatic at this hour. So looking at specific times, eastbound and westbound Beltline are in the green just around 15 minutes. Sun Prairie to downtown is also in the green at this hour. And that's your first warn traffic.
All right, thanks, Jacob. We'll just take in this view for a moment as the clouds meet snowy mountaintops in Yosemite National Park in California. The National Weather Service described it as atmospheric beauty on display on Yosemite webcams. A weather advisory for wintry conditions was issued for the area as snow accumulations of up to 12 inches were expected by today. Time-lapse video from the Half Dome mountaintop shows the clouds just drifting around it. It's your moment of zen on a Wednesday afternoon.
Lo and behold. Well, the warmer temperatures here we are currently experiencing are on the minds of many gardeners.
Causing a lot of concerns. Are the plants going to come up tomorrow? Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is here to answer your questions. You can still send a question to tips@channel3000.com. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, guys.
I mean, could tomorrow really throw things off?
I've seen some like bulbs, early bulbs, and some hosta emerging. If you get a lot of growth and things start to like sort of open up and not be tight, throw a bucket on top of it or a floating row cover or something, because what's going to happen, the farther along the emerging foliage develops, the more damage a cold period will do.
Okay.
So this sort of, I know it's going to be nice tomorrow, but this sort of gradual falling back to normal is a good thing. I know you all wanted spring to be here. It's too early for it to be spring.
All right, well, Tim has a question about maple tree tapping. Thinks it's time.
Is this the time?
Is it? You know, usually it's a mid-March to mid-April kind of thing, but I did hear on NPR this morning that somebody in northern Wisconsin says he thinks he's going to have to start to tap because the sap is moving. So what really gets it moving are warm, sunny days, followed by chilly nights is when it really gets moving, but I don't know. It might be weird. He thought it might be a super short season because it's going to start and then stop.
That's what I was just going to ask. Will it stop?
And I don't know enough about the science of maple syrup tapping, but you might have to start early.
Okay. All right. Shelley has a question about when she can plant her calla lily bulbs.
Okay, so Shelley, if you have the bulbs, you can plant them now in pots and then transplant them in the spring. If you're going to plant them right in the ground, it's way too early for that. So, yeah, you can do them in pots. Just make sure that you don't overwater. A lot of times bulbs will rot if they're overwatered with a lot of soil mass.
Okay.
So just watch the watering.
All right, so we got a Christmas cactus question.
Awesome.
It's getting flower buds. Some bloom, but the others fall. They fall off now. Why?
I suspect it's a watering issue, Chris. It just is something that happens with Christmas cactus sometimes. So it could be overwatering, it could be underwatering. It's hard for me to tell without seeing it. If you want to send a photo to our plant desk, that's plantdesk@brucecompany.com, then we might be able to give you a better reason why the flowers are dropping off.
This next question is basically what we were just talking about.
Yes.
Last May was very warm. The advanced growth, especially on fruit plants, they were badly damaged. And
yes, because we had a late frost.
And meteorologists are predicting maybe even 3 degrees warmer this year.
Well, it just, like I said, it depends on the development. So if you just have some backyard fruit trees, there are things you can do to protect them. Like I said, if you start to see the buds really moving along and then some really cold weather is predicted, the warmer it is and the more often it seesaws is where we're going to see the damage. The good news is that it will certainly, you know, depending on when the cold snap hits, if flower buds are damaged, of course you won't get fruit, but trees and shrubs and perennial plants have survived for millennia.
That's true.
They might not flower. They might be a little bit, you know, depending on what it is. There might be some weirdly shaped growth, but the plants will survive.
Okay, we have a quick one from Debbie. She has an amaryllis for 20 years. Hasn't bloomed for 2 years.
Okay.
What does she need to do?
Okay, so amaryllis are tricky. So I don't know when you did talk about when you put it away. What you need to do is take it out of the pot and let the dormancy start in September. And you need 12 to 16 weeks to get it to go. So if you're just putting it in the dark for a month or two, that might not be enough time. So right now, it's got strappy leaves. Keep it well watered. Start to fertilize it maybe at the end of the month. You can put it outside for the summer in a morning sun location, and then right around the 1st of September, that's when you want to take it out of the pot and start the dormancy process. And like I said, 12 to 16 weeks is what it takes for the flower bud to reset.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thanks for your questions, everybody. We'll do this again very soon. Lise, good to see you.
Good to see you guys, too.
We're back after this.
Salonpas, makers of powerful pain relief patches for 89 years, believes in continuous improvement, like rounded corners that resist peeling, with an array of active ingredients and sizes to relieve your pain. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
It's replacement window season. You have ugly, hard to open, drafty windows? Now is the best time to buy new Champion windows, because when you buy 2, you get 2 free. Buy 2 Champion windows, get 2 free? I guess that means if you buy 4, you get 4 free. Buy 6, get 6 free. Buy 10, get 10 free.
Hurry, Champion's Buy 2, Get 2 free sale is for a limited time.
Great job, everybody. Thanks.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
A lot of law firms claim to be experts at handling injury cases that involve large trucks. But handling one trucking case does not make you an expert on the subject. Experience matters in these cases. One local firm has handled 25 trucking cases which resulted in payments over $1 million each, and hundreds of others as well. Because Wisconsinites know who to call when it's a must-win scenario. They call Habish, Habish & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
Don't delay. The Brothers Maine President's Day sale is happening now. Save store-wide on top brands like Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Amana. We have the area's largest selection and lowest prices guaranteed. Feel like family. Brothers Maine.
WISC Home Goods welcomes you to fall in love this Valentine's Day. Find the perfect gift for your spouse, gal pals, or amazing mothers. Give the gift of handsomely scented soy candles, locally crafted and made with pride.
New at 5, Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul urges Congress to approve crucial funding for crime victim services. Find out why this funding is essential and what it means for communities nationwide. That's coming up on News 3 Now at 5.
Join us for the night of fun and fundraising at the annual Andy North Trivia Night.
It's always a night to remember. February 15th at the Sylvie. Find tickets at andynorthandfriends.com.
If you didn't do anything for Valentine's Day, this is your chance to catch up.
We'll see you there.
Here's a final look at your forecast. Tomorrow we're going to see very mild temperatures, a few thunderstorms possible, and windy conditions. After tomorrow, very calm weather going forward. We'll have high temperatures, still mild Friday, a little bit above average for the weekend, but certainly cooler than the next few days. And then pretty much all of next week will be the same. Partly sunny skies, highs in the 30s, a little bit colder by next weekend, where we finally will be back closer to average.
Megan Tim, Director of Community Health at SSM Health. You may know us as healthcare providers, but we live here too. And as good neighbors, we know our community thrives when we take care of each other. That's why SSM Health and News 3 Now are sharing the keys to health. Watch for our expert information and advice on air, online, and at fun local events. Join SSM Health and News 3 Now, and together, we'll unlock a healthier community by taking time for kids.
Do you feel stuck in a cold and drafty home? Well, there's a better solution than just turning up the heat. Because heating your home is by far the most expensive part of your energy bills. At USA Insulation, we fix cold homes. Most houses are built with builder's grade insulation. So when we fill your walls with our high efficiency foam, your house stays warm without turning up the heat, which saves you a lot of money. And right now, we can insulate your home for as little as $99 per month.
USA Insulation.
Another year of yo-yo dieting? Not this year. Hit reset and make a permanent change with permanent fat removal by Sonobello.
With Sonobello, day one, all my unwanted body fat gone.
These are my favorite pair of jeans that I couldn't even button up. Look how flat my stomach is. I couldn't believe it was just gone.
I saw the results immediately.
And this is the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
Real women everywhere are transforming their bodies permanently. Sonobello is not a fad diet or boot camp workout. It's a simple, proven way to remove stubborn body fat permanently and in just one visit.
I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
If you are looking for physical results and positive emotional results, please run, don't walk to your nearest Sonobello.
Ready to hit reset? Find out how you can save $250 off instantly. Call now or go to sonobello.com.
Welcome to Dwellings.
Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
In today's Final Touch, fans of Disney, American Girl, and princesses prepare to be enchanted.
The two companies are releasing a new collection of princess dolls that includes Disney princesses Ariel, Tiana, and Cinderella. Each 18-inch doll comes dressed in her signature dress for $125. If your princess needs a wardrobe change,